everybody. Make sure we're in there. Good. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Well, the cups are Christmas colored.
Right. And the donuts are warm off hot off the
They're
press.
still warm.
I grabbed some napkins because they're usually pretty sticky.
Gooey, gooey. So today is National Coffee Day. Happy National Coffee Day.
Yeah, so if anybody out there lives near a Krispy Kreme, it's for today only. You get a free original glazed donut, and ours they're making them fresh off and giving them to you, and a free regular coffee.
Oh, it's a game changer when they're this fresh.
Yeah, they're like right out of the...
Holy crap, it like melts in your mouth. What?
I've never had actually their coffee before, I don't think, and it's not bad.
You didn't seem super excited about
No,
that.
it's not bad. Well, because I'm so used to my flavored, but they weren't doing flavored for free, so...
Yeah.
You know us, we're...
Yeah, Mom got the email and they were doing free coffee and donuts today, and I was like, no way. And we came in and there were some other, like 2 or 3 people going, oh my gosh, yeah, free coffee and donuts today. And so, Mom walks up and she's like, yeah, I'd like the free coffee and donut. It's like...
Can I get flavored in that? No, sorry, that's not free. Okay, then. I won't have it.
But imagine, like, if every place at, like, I don't know, imagine being able to walk into any place and be like, yeah, can I just have that? And then just...
Whatever you have for free.
Imagine not having to pay for things. Where's the sugar?
But I bet some people that are really frugal and really good know every deal everywhere.
You mean us?
Like us, yeah. Like when you dress up like a cow and get your free chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A. But we got free donuts here before.
Yeah, I think every time you can get free donuts, we're here.
Sometimes
really
we go to
hot.
more
Did
than
you
one
burn your
store.
mouth?
I took a little sip.
Oh, wow.
So I have to say though, I think part of the reason why the coffee tastes good too is because it's in a paper cup. I do not like my coffee in styrofoam.
Yeah.
I don't know if other people can detect that, but to me, I just don't like that flavor in it.
It's really hot.
Yeah, but you're right, game changer, boy. Hot off the press.
They're like so gooey.
And
Wow, it was fast.
but it's really cool too to watch them when it goes through that big thing where they pour the glaze and it goes. They must recycle that bin, you know that.
The glaze.
Yeah. But that was their big claim to fame originally too, was they would have their doors open, kind of like Ben and Jerry's in different places when they're making the ice cream cones. That smell wafts out. They didn't do that here though, but.
Wow. That's like the best Krispy Kreme donut I've ever had.
That was good. Not like in the supermarket for sure. Oh my gosh.
No, but I mean, even we've gotten plain glazed donuts here.
When they take them out of the thing.
Out of the thing. And they're not, oh, maybe that means, because there was no plain glazed and there was no glazed coffee filled or vanilla filled in the case.
So
maybe they're making those ones fresh right now too.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite, the filled ones.
But kudos to you, Krispy Kreme, and I'm going to tell you because you are actually marketing your product with no alterations that you're giving away for free. Some places they'll, give you like a cheap knockoff or a little snippet or something, but they're not giving you like a donut hole. They're giving you the whole donut. They're giving you a whole coffee, not just a sample. So good for you.
Is it drinkable temperature for you?
Well, I'm just having sips, little sips.
I don't want to take the lid off because that's always hard to get back on.
I'm just gonna put that on. I don't want that to overheat. So, I saw something interesting on the national news today. They were having this whole thing about those electric scooters. and all about, you know, the different franchises, and a lot of places, as you probably have heard on your news wherever you are, you know how a lot of places are trying to say no, you can't have them. And this big thing out in California, how originally they said they could only do it if they had helmets, but then they changed the law there, and now they can do it without helmets and all this stuff. And they had different doctors on saying how many people have died on them, and they were saying they had all these people on that were credible people. You know, it was the national news, from different, you know, like Consumer Report kind of things, and saying, you know, how much the average ride is, and they were saying like the average ride, you know, across the board on all companies and so forth was like $3. So if one person is $3, you know, if there were two of you, that'd be $6 if two of you were riding. I mean, you could take an Uber for that.
It's $1 to start it. There's no way people are only taking it $3 distance. No way.
$2 distance, right? Because $1 to start it, or no?
Right.
That's the average ride. But this is what I was going to get to. So people, when you buy into the franchise, depending on the franchise, you know, you can only have certain territories, and certain cities aren't letting you do them, and whatever. And there's a certain buy-in, like how many you have to buy to start, and so forth. So this was shocking to me. And they were showing all these people, like, you know, vandalizing them and throwing them off, putting them in trash cans and all broken. And we see them ourselves, you know, broken on the street. And they said, now she didn't see this report. She's not a coffee drinker. She only likes iced coffee. So what do you think, like, if I was a franchisor and I bought them, what is the approximate lifespan of an individual each one of my scooters that I buy? How long?
6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks. I was shocked. And they're not cheap. 4 to 6 weeks before it's broken beyond being able to rent out again. So in we'll go 4 weeks for right now. In 4 weeks, how many rides do you have to get on that to pay it back first of all?
Right. If it's $3 a ride that they're making.
And sometimes we see just millions of them sitting around, so they're not making any money doing that.
They're also not getting the wear and tear.
Right. But they were, and so then the reports were also saying how they're really not built to be, you know, it's not like a rental car. You know, they're not built to last. They're not built really as a rental vehicle. They're built just like, you know, oh, I'd have it and I'd, you know, ride it and take care of it and put it in my garage. And, you know, they said, you know, the handle's breaking, and they said the brakes on them are one of the biggest things, and the things collapsing, whatever they call that handlebar thing, the tube that comes up. And they said a huge thing is their brakes letting go, and that's what causes a lot of the accidents too.
That's good.
So, I mean, if I was watching that and ever considered, which I never would, being a franchisor, I mean, do the math. I mean, how much it costs to buy them, let alone your insurance, your repair costs, you know, because we've seen people picking them up in trucks that, you know, work for whoever owns that, and repairing them. I bet they have to be repaired all the time.
I bet.
You got sugar lids. Look at that. She's saving that. That's a flavor saver for later.
I can never eat anything and not get it like all over my face.
That's why I always get extra napkins. So, yeah, I thought that was, I guess I was just really shocked at either that people just abuse them that much that is the average lifespan of one, or that they're made so that they just aren't lasting.
Well, and it's scary when they're made not to last, because it's like, well, who's to say that when I get on it this time that the brakes aren't going to give out? And, like, people are paying for that.
And they're saying, like, there's no regulations on it. Like a car, you know, car rental places, they have so many inspections and things, and there isn't that with those. There is no regulations. Nobody's, you know, saying, okay, every 3 months or whatever, you know, all your units have to be inspected, and, you know, you have to send in the inspection or whatever, or however they would do it. I don't know, but they say, you know, like car rentals, and even like, say, Uber or taxi cabs and stuff, they
you got
have
his free donut.
See that? Good on you. he was driving a fancy car too, so it's not just us cheapos. there was some people, and they said it was really busy earlier too.
Okay, this is better after 3 sugar packets and 2 creamers.
She's not a coffee drinker.
It's still like, I don't know, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I can tell when coffee sucks.
Yeah.
Like Wawa's coffee's good.
Yeah, but you don't get their regular coffee. This is a regular coffee.
You get a latte. You get an iced latte.
Yeah, she gets the fancy stuff. But their prices are so good there. What did they?
It was like $2 for.
I know, and with the whipped cream and all the bells and
fixin'.
whistles. Yeah, I know they do a good job. They do. Shout out to you, Wawa. You guys do a good job on your coffee, and other things too. We've gotten like sandwiches and different things from.
Yeah, the coffee's not bad here though. It's not terrible.
Yeah. I think if you could have picked like flavored or something.
If I could put like literally a splash of any flavoring in it, which I was thinking because there's a Wawa right there. I think they have
the
like a
extra
row of
things, yeah.
that you can put like extra syrups in and stuff.
Going with your Krispy Kreme cup.
You think they'd say anything?
Wow, these clouds are moving in on us here.
Yeah.
Hey, how about, so they were talking about that record-breaking, it's so weird. They're having the hugest blizzard ever in Montana in the history.
What's the deal with Montana?
Right? They're saying, like, I forget how fast it's coming down, but they're anticipating over 4 feet, for this date, in September, ever in the history. And at the same time, they had the biggest hurricane winds heading towards the Azores for this date ever. It was a Category 5, and it's heading out towards the Azores, which they're saying that they hope that it won't hit, like, anywhere, that nobody's going to get any devastation. But they said the winds were, like, above, like, a Category 5, but that's the highest it can go. But there were 100 and, I think they said they were tracking them at 168 miles an hour, something like that. Steady. That's fast. I mean, that would blow my car over. Just saying. Yeah, so good morning to you.
It's 10 o'clock where we are.
Yeah.
So
We're off to do some errands. And don't forget, if you're near a Krispy Kreme today, go on in. You don't even have to use my name.
yeah, everyone go get your free coffee and donut.
Yep. And hopefully they give them to you hot off the thing like they did to us,
I
because
know,
those
that
were
was
fab.
That was some of the best Krispy Kreme I've ever had. Oh, the guy pulled away. I was watching this guy over here was like trying to fix that
Broken window
mess
in the
of a
back?
van. The back windows, back lights are broken.
Yeah, there is. I don't even think there's a window in there.
yeah.
They don't have car inspections in Florida.
Whoa. All right. Good night, everybody. I'm tired.
Thanks for watching. We'll be seeing you in the next one. Is it a full moon?
No, I just don't feel like reaching for the X, and you assume that I'm gonna end it, but
I
I'm
know.
not.
I went for it. I just waiting for me to end it. Should we toss a coin? Alright, I'll do it this time. You do it next time. I'll do it this time.
Sugar everywhere.
Bye, guys.
Bye.